Hi, Jeff Bale, Flash Evolution, where we are exposing you to expertise right now I'm talking about entrepreneurism, but we plan on exposing you to expertise in several different fields over the period of time. So as we develop our new company, we're excited about the products that are coming up, and I'll be talking about that in a separate promo about some of the stuff that's online coming up. So this blog is an interesting one. What's could possibly be more important than knowledge? You know, our whole society is based upon going to school and getting education, and then you get a job, and what do? Then you go get more education. So a lot of times we enter the workforce with a bachelor's degree, and then we feel pressed to go get a master's degree, in some cases a doctor's degree, and more education and more licensure. And I'm a CPA, I'm an investment person, I'm insurance licensed. I have more licenses than a person should have. But you know, there's this need that we feel to educate. So there are things that some people have said that are more important than knowledge. And coming from a strange person, Albert Einstein, the most intelligent man of his generation, weighed in on that question. As the creator of the theory of relativity, which I've read pieces of and understand less than that, spoke and wrote about many things, and even when dumbed down sometimes, I still don't really get it. So when he opens his mouth to speak, I want to hear what he says and reflect on that. So what did Big Al say is more important than knowledge? He says this: imagination is more important than knowledge. What? How can imagination be more important than knowledge? You know, from one of the smartest men in all of recorded history. Imagination, how can that be? How can it possibly be? Big Al also says this: the only thing that interferes with my learning is my education. What the heck does that mean? So realizing that he's saying that education can be a dual-edged sword. It can advance you, but it also can keep you from having more knowledge. Interesting. Well, I think we've talked a little bit about that, because I think in one of our blogs we talked about how that we've been educated to think a certain way and to react and to become an employee, and how that really the imagination and or creativity, as I said in that blog, was really taken out of us in our educational system. So back to imagination. Things happen when we imagine. It's from here that our wishes become dreams and our dreams become reality. You realize that nothing happens until somebody imagines a thought. Businesses were created by imagination. Apple computers didn't come, it just didn't happen out of knowledge. Somebody had an idea, Apple's computers was created. So imagination is very powerful. I have a long drive to work every day, and I purposely, on the way there, and I have about an hour and 15-minute drive, I leave the radio off on the way there just to allow my mind to think and allow my mind to imagine. And you know, I don't necessarily set the direction of where the thinking goes. I kind of let that happen by itself. And guess what? It's the most peaceful, rewarding time of my day. My ideas are born there. My ideas are born there. They're nurtured there. They're watered there. And so that's a great time. But you know something? I have to give myself the time. It's just as easy to turn the radio on and let someone else have my mind. But you know, I can't grow there. So I have to carve out time to do that. See, in today's world, there's way too much noise and interruption. Some, I suspect, fear things being too quiet, and they must constantly have noise on, like a radio or a TV, all the time. They just don't like quiet. Then when if it's too quiet, sometimes we'll pick up our cell phone to see what messages we got, or emails or so forth, or our laptop or our iPad. We scroll through our texts, our emails, and our social media. You cannot imagine with all that distraction. And again, Albert Einstein said imagination is more important than knowledge. So there's a lot of competition for our imagination. So my assignment for you is to do this. Find 30 minutes a day, a place of solitude, and let your mind go where it will. Now, don't let it, like we talked about, focus on negative things. Control it and keep it positive, but let it go where it will. Don't Let it rehearse your mental to-do list, because that's where it'll go first. I've got this to do, I got that to do. But let your mind free. Let creative imagination have a place in your life daily. Have a journal nearby, as your time will produce ideas, thoughts, and many productive things. We've been encouraging you to start a business. It's out of these ideas, these thoughts, this mental time that you allow your mind to create. This is where your business ideas will come from. Replace willpower with creative imagination and create relaxed performance. So I'll leave you with another Big Al quote. Imagination is everything. It's a preview of life's coming attraction. Albert Einstein. So come imagine with us at myflashevolution.com. We have products that will help you in this process, in helping you to develop an idea that can turn into a business, it can turn into cash flow, and it can turn into some control for your life. So evolve with us as we expose you to experts who help teach you to go from A to B quickly and expertly. Jeff Bale, Flash Evolution.